University, Peace City University, Peace City
Welcome you all to this wonderful session. And I want you all to be seated and pay attention. We are going to learn a lot. One house, please. We are going to learn a lot, and I want you all to be attentive. Let's welcome the HOD, Dr. Tolope Adenepon. You are welcome, ma'am. Thank you for your work. You are welcome, ma'am. Dr. Adeyeye, you are welcome, ma'am. Okay, let me take over from there. Good morning, everyone. Oh, sorry, it is afternoon now. Good afternoon, everyone. We welcome you to this session to be delivered by Mr. Samuel Itayo from the U.S. Consulate Library. Please let him feel welcome. He's amongst. Okay, and because we don't have so much time to him, we are going to send the slide to go to project. We don't want to keep him waiting. He's going to start while we forward the slide to your platform. Please, utmost decorum. We don't want any distraction. Pay attention. Those of you that will be looking for space to sit, you can shift your chairs in. I can still see spaces in between your chairs. So you can do that so that others can have spaces to put those chairs. So please do so quietly without distraction. We address it right now, so you'll be able to hear him better. So let us welcome Mr. Itayo Samuel to the platform. Thank you for coming, sir. Welcome.
Very much. I would like to appreciate
okay for the DMI stuff.
One of the things I want to share with you is what I've found that most people, they contend with lecturer, they contend with, and that contention is still continuing up to today. Many people, when you meet them, they say, well, I know how to do analysis. I know how to find whatever. But the truth of the matter is that when things are really not popular, you don't really find it. And what you are dealing with as students, for your homework, for your assignments, for your exams, to understand the new tech terms and realities, such you do not have them and see them on the surface. So you have to learn how to use some features that will be able to pick them up. And if you can just give me a few minutes to give you this understanding, that will help you a lot. Secondly, for those of you who are in information management, how many of you are not in information management? How many people are not in information management? That means all of you.
They are information management.
Great. So,
library and information science and information management.
wow. Interesting. You are in a very, hello. You know, I can make you without. It is not working. So the point I'm saying here is, wherever you find yourself, one of the things that people, wherever you are working eventually, will depend upon is to rely on you in finding information. And so if you can know how to find information rather very quickly, then you are going to be a very important person within your system. So the topic before us is best approach to online research. Can we say it together?
Best approach to online research.
Hello. I'm not seeing any difference with this, sir. Hello. I'm not seeing any difference here. I can't hear. Hello, 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 hello. Hello. I think the first one. Hello. Hello. This one is loud. Okay. That helps me a lot. All right. So, Eric, the former CEO of Google, we are going to be given the what do you call it? The slides. Have you been given? Not there yet. It will come. He said this. He said there is nothing that cannot be found through some search engine or on the internet somewhere. There is nothing that what cannot be found through some search engine or on the internet somewhere. I had a boss when I joined the US mission about almost 23 years ago. He believed so much in this fact. We just come here and say, Samuel, please get me that thing on the net. And then it was very, very new. So I said, sir, he said, look, it's somewhere on the net. Just go and grab it and get it for me. So they believe, and I want you to believe the same. The belief is that the internet has what you and I are looking for. And I'm telling you this, anything that you need for life, for your professional development, is available where? It's available online. But the question is, how do you find it? How do you find it? So it's very important for you to be able to know how to find. Then there's another guy, his name is Mark. Mark said, everyone knows what search engines have. Don't you know that? Everyone knows what search engines have. But the fact is this, but relatively few know how to use them effectively. If I ask you now, how many of you know how to use search engines effectively? I know everybody will raise their hand, isn't it? Will you raise your hand? You are looking down. To you. Yes. Do you know how to use it effectively? Everyone will always say, I do. But the fact is that it's not always so. So today, we'll be looking at some of these issues. Our presentation is subdivided into one, basics of conducting online research. The second one, we're going to be looking at examples on how to conduct that. And then we're going to look at eLibrary USA. And then we're going to have a couple of academic search engines. And if we have the time, we're going to have a quiz competition. That's why I was asking you whether you actually have internet access right here on your phones. Because we're going to do a quiz competition. If you're able to get the best, you're going to win a very, very big prize. So, but you are not enthusiastic last time. So, if that is the case, listen to this presentation. All right. So, that's one minute. not what we're trying to achieve. Let's go straight to the first one, the basics. There's something called keyword search. I want you to note some of these things. Keywords represent key concepts. Concepts are like subjects. And these subjects are what these search engines recognize. Example, human right is a concept. Do you understand that? But human right is made up of two words, isn't it? What are those two words? Let's echo it. Thank you very much. You said it very well. Human and rights. So, but when you are dealing with the fact that you want to do keyword search, you have to indicate to a search engine or to the database that what you are looking at actually is that I'm searching for this keyword. So I want you to note down now, a keyword could be one word or more than one word. Do you understand that? It could be Nigeria. Nigeria is a keyword. But it could also be human rights, made up of how many words? Can you give me any example of keywords? Anybody? Anybody? Customer. Customer is one word. I want you to give me one that is more than one word. Customer care. Please help me give her a biro. Customer care. So customer care is a keyword. Any other one with more than two words? I know you wake up now. No, that's two words. More than two words. You said? Health information management. Because of what they give before, you won't get the second one. You know, I have 2 years, and the 2 years is from that end. So next time, you also speak up. Yesterday, you spoke up when it was the Valentine Day, isn't it? I know you guys. All right. So there are so many. You have so many like that. But you have to be able to quickly identify what keywords are. But before we go into that level, research generally, because we're talking about online research, is defined as systematic investigation and study of materials and resources in order to establish facts and reach new conclusions. Research is systematic investigation and study of materials and sources to establish facts and reach new conclusions. By that we mean, if you are going online to search, it's just like going to the library. You are going to investigate, you are going to search, you are going to look critically, you are going to look closely and see whether what you are looking for is available within the gamut of books that you have within the place. And the same thing happens online. So when you are talking about research, you are talking about an investigation. But your investigation, depending on what you are looking at, must be systematic. The more difficult, in quotes, your research is, particularly those of you who are the final year, when you are talking about your variables, you have to be able to identify those variables very clearly and use those variables to actually investigate what is available out there. So what we're saying in essence is this. When you think of research, think of it as an investigation. And all you are trying to do is you are investigating into resources that are available there. And also you can reach out to sources. It's not everything you also find online. I'm from a town very close to Oyo. If I mention it, you will not know the place. So if you want to know the best food for that community, you may not, and I'm here with you. You don't need to go online to find that. Just ask me. How many of you know Ilora? What is the best food for people from? Is there anybody from Ilora here? That person will get a barrel. If you lie, I will. All right. So our best food is Eko. Eko tutu. You have had that one before. All right. So you can also look at people. You can ask people. You can interview people. You can have a focal group. You can do all. Those are sources also. But all you are trying to do is to establish facts. All you are trying to do is to reach new conclusions. And I dare say that if your research does not have these components, you have to think twice. Online research does not mean that when you quickly go on Google, within 10 seconds you have gotten something. It doesn't mean you have done research. It still takes a little bit of time because you have to check before you say, yes, this is exactly what I'm doing. Do you understand that? And when you are talking about research means read iPhone search. Can we say it together? In other words, read dash search. In other words, repeat your search. Read, search, repeat. And research, when you're going online, has 3 components. Number 1, you must be patient. There must be patient repetition. So you go first, you look through, because search engines or databases, when you throw out your keywords, what search engines, what they do is to throw back at you what they have, isn't it? Yes. Who will decide the ultimate correct answer? You are the one. You are the one that will say, this is exactly what I'm looking for. So search engines and databases depend solely on you, because all you do is when you throw in something there, look at this database and throw something back at you, and you are the one that will determine whether it is right or wrong. So when you're not doing your research, you are repeating the process, throwing those keywords in and expecting some response, the result. If the results do not come as expected, you change and you refine. Secondly, you have to filter carefully. Everybody say filter carefully. If you don't filter what is available online, I'm telling you, you will be bringing results that are out of this world. You will just imagine that, look, this particular thing is this, while in actual fact, it is not. And the third point is to also diligently cite the source of the material. Sources matters when you are searching online. In these days of fake news, you must be sure of the source that you are dealing with. If the source that you are dealing with is not clear to you, let's assume you woke up as a student and you just heard that the school has declared a public holiday in honor of Valentine. Did that happen that was yesterday? Was there a declaration of lecture-free day? No. So let's assume you woke up as you were stretching, you just heard that one man declare a public holiday for Valentine. And then some of you say, that's not true, that's not true. I say, it's true. I say, really? Is it true? I say, it's true. Now, what will determine whether that news is true or not? It's the source. The source matters when you are going online. If it says, it's the security guard at the gate that said it. Now, when you are coming in, the security guard just said, today, you've declared public holiday. I just went back home. Will you go back home? What will you do? You want to be sure of a better source. Is that correct? What if it comes from the HOD? You believe it. Because the HOD cannot lie with such a thing. Such information and say, I'm really joking. You better come back home. I will come back to school. No. So sources matters. And I'm going to show you how you can do all this very quickly online. So in order for you to actually do research, I told you 3 components. What are the 3 components? All right, without looking at book, who can say it boldly? Anybody? Yes, who is ready to say it boldly? Yes, I can see the person at the back. Stand up quickly and say it. I'm all here.
Patients filter and the source.
What?
You have to be patient. You have to be patient. That's the process. Then filter and
the source is also important. Please give it's my colleague. Okay, please give the 10. Now, I want somebody from this side who can tell me clearly now. Those 3. Yes. You see, the ladies are standing up and they are talking. Are you men? I don't know what is happening. We have gone past Valentine. Okay, now over to you. Please say. Yes, I want you to clap very well. Thank you. All right, so now very quickly. All right, so can we all read it together? You can now see the screen very well. Here you go. Patient repetition. Next one. And the third one. Immediately citing the source. Immediately citing the source. All right. We talked about words. I told you keywords are more, could be more than one word. It could be a word like Nigeria, like Ghana, like hospital. But it also be 2 words or even more. And these are some of the examples. Acquired immunodeficiency syndrome is one keyword. Okay, human capital development is one keyword. So you need to understand this. Now, the second issue is the issue of combining 2 keywords. And I'm going to use, because we're still in the season of Valentine. If I have my time, I would have asked 1 or 2 of you to stand up and tell us. And who is your class governor here? Daniel? Where is he? He's not around. Oh, anyone? Okay, he's busy. Who is the assistant? Stand up quickly, go. The person is going to get something. You know, she's standing again. All right. Now, tell us the kind of man that you have, you really want to marry. All right, all right. Okay, you are up 300. All right, go ahead. Let them hear.
Okay. Everybody have their own spec. Like me, I actually admire.
Please don't persecute her. Yes, quickly.
precious. And the question you just asked me now, everybody.
Just list them. What?
Okay. What I do?
Mention just one.
A well-behaved guy and a godly guy too.
Okay, please clap for her.
That's an embodiment of
The person must be godly. Let's write it down. Godly. Now the person must be rich. Write it down. The person must be handsome. Write it down. The person must come from Oyo State. Write it down. Must not from Zamfara State. And the person must be tall. Let me tell you something. Ladies like tall men. Ladies do not have men like our humanity librarian. And I know we have a head of time. Okay? I'm not saying those who are not gifted are not fine, but they always have more. What are those keywords? Number one, what's them? Body. Oyo State, North Zamfara State, and come. Now, if you want to describe that, usually you talk the way we have talked. And if it sounds like this and say, gentlemen, I know you all want me to be your wife, but you have to, and you must be tall, godly, handsome. You must come from our state and must be rich, but not from Zamfara State. Now, how can you compare that thought to the search engines or to the database? And that's why you must learn how to combine those databases, those keywords. That's what we're looking at. How many of you have heard of Boolean operators before? They must have taught you. Have you heard before? Boolean operators. What are they? Great. Because I'm in with my colleagues here. So hand means what? You want everything to be included in the search result. For means you want to expand your result to include alternative words, or you want to come more. For instance, you might want to put in Lagos State. So you want a young man must come from either Oyo State or Lagos State, but no. Do you get it now? So you are using not to ignore, exclude articles with those keywords. And a very good example. Rich and handsome and godly and Oyo State or Lagos State, not Zamfara State. Now, if you want to put Zamfara State there, Zamfara State is a keyword. For you to distinguish keywords from all other words, you must introduce the inverted comma. Everybody say inverted comma. So when you have more than one word, make sure it's inside the inverted comma. So in this case, Lagos State must be in inverted comma. Zamfara State must be in inverted comma. And Oyo State must be in inverted comma. Do we get that now? Great. Now let's go ahead. Now the question now is, let's go to the common search engine that we all use. How many of you don't use Google here? Like my boss will always say, I can swear by Google. If you can't find it there, you can't find it elsewhere. Now, on Google, Google says if you want to search through me, I have represented the Boolean operators in the following ways. When you see keywords and with spaces in between them, the space in between them is the and that's always the result. So when you put some words out there, you say Nigeria, Ghana relationship. What you are saying to Google is Nigeria and Ghana and relationship. Did you get that? I want to respond. So if you are doing that, the space there in between keywords represent and. The next one. What about more? Google says see keywords and with spaces in between them, the space in between them is the and that's always the result. And the last one, so when you put some words, just like I'm giving the example in Nigeria, a dash. What you are saying to Google, touching the word you want excluded from the result. Ghana and relationship. Can I say that again? Whatever you want excluded from the result, put that icon there, let it touch that particular word. And that will remove it. What about we get into this point? So now, a third step, which is very important, sources matter. You have to decide where am I going to see this type of information? Just like I'm giving the example, open web, we have the e-source we call it. Usually the other one, which is the word excluded from databases. And that's what we want to introduce you. Can I say that again? Open whatever search engine, which word, put that icon is in whatever, let it tell you that you are very knowledgeable about what we're talking about, and that will be very, very proficient. Again, when you're thinking of sources, another very important component which is recognized by searching, you have to be particular. Where am I going to see the 7 information? Just like I'm giving the example, we have so many. Usually the other one, which is the that's what we call the. Can I say that again? Let me give you an instance. Listen, we have a best source that is whatever. Let it tell you that you are very knowledgeable about what we're talking about, and that will be very, very proficient. Again, when you talk this level domains, which of them? Another very important source is yes, you have to be particular. ORG and top level domains to see this civilization. But I said, just like I'm giving the example, okay? What if I want to get the MD of the Coca-Cola non-profit organization? That's where that answer applies. But let me push it further. We also have country domain codes like Nigeria, NG, South Africa, ZA. Now, if you want Coca-Cola company in Nigeria, what will be the domain? Is .com.ng. Is that clear? And with Google, you can now begin to use what we call the advanced features. Now, I gave the example here. Look at this example. What are the keywords from this? Pick the keywords very quickly. I want somebody to stand up because I want to give a gift. Anybody wants to do it? Stand up. Yes. Let's say, pick all the keywords there.
Sustainable development.
Yes.
Nigeria.
Yes.
Ghana.
Yes.
World Bank.
Please clap for her. So the keywords are, can you see there? Sustainable, please, sustainable development, Nigeria, Ghana, and what? But if you look at it very well, it says Nigeria or Ghana. See the way I represented it, all of them. Sorry, I'm still trying to learn how to use it. See the hall there? Not World Bank. And you see the way I put it inside the inverted comma. Once you're able to understand this, I'm telling you, you are in for a very good time, a great time. All right, let's proceed very quickly. So this same example, this is the way you put it to Google. Many of you can do this. I've done this before. You see, the bracket, you can use brackets in Google search. It's just like board math. Put them in brackets. You use that to group keywords. So in this instance, sustainable development, and I was just thinking, what are the other alternate keywords? And I said economic development. So that is in one bracket. If I want to review that, it will be easier for me to go back and refine that result. The next one, excuse me, is Nigeria or Ghana. And the last one, I said it is not. And you see, the keyword is inverted comma, but that dash is touching the inverted comma. There's no space in between. If you put space in between, Google will not understand what you're talking about. It's very strict. Do we get it up to that one? Great. So let's proceed. There are so many other advanced search operators that Google has out there. So many that it will be easier for me to go back and refine that. First one is the next one is Nigeria or Ghana. And the last one, I said Thessaloniki. And you see, the keyword is inverted comma, but that dash is touching the inverted comma. There's no space in between. If there is no space in between, so you can now say that site, hold on, is very strict. How do we get it up to that one? The result will show. Let's proceed on top of page. There are so many other advanced search operators that Google has out there. There's so many that it will be easier for me to go down and find that result. If the next one is Nigeria or Ghana type of 5 times. And the last one, I said Thessaloniki. So no 5 type code. And you see here, the keyword is inverted comma, but that dash is touching the inverted comma. There's no space in between. If there is no space in between, so you can now say that site. Hold on. The next one there comes and you want to get information. The result is so let's proceed across the site you don't understand. There are so many other advanced Google will give search operators that Google has and all the same with you that is go down and find that result. The next one is Nigeria or Ghana type of 5 times. And the last one, I said Thessaloniki. So you know 5 types code. And you see here, the keyword is one, but that plus that means purchase. But there's no space. It gives us space between. So you can now say that site. The next one there comes when you want to get information. The result is site. Proceed across the site you don't understand. There are so many others advanced Google will give search operators that Google and all the same with you that is created for instance, don't you and the last one, I said, what is here? So you know 5 types. And you see here, the next one, just put where you stand plus. That means put the place and it gives us space between. So you can now say that site. The next one there comes when you want to get information. The result is site. Proceed across the site you don't understand. There are so many others where Google will give search operators that you see and all the same with you that for Ghana. There's a moment I said, what is which we are not saying, not see here, and then the second one, just put where you stand in search. Finances purchase and put the place and it gives us space between. So you can now say that site. The next one there comes when you want to get information. The result is site. Proceed across the site you understand. There are so many others where Google will give search operators that you see and all the same with you level is to combine. There's a moment I said, what is which we are not saying, not see here, and then the second one, just put where you stand in search. Finances purchase and put the place and it gives us space between. So you can now say that site. The next one there comes when you want to get information. The result is site. Proceed across the site. But you see them as so many others where Google will give search operators that you see and all the same I said, don't want any solution. The next one. Where Google will give search operators that you see and all the same where Google will give search operators that you see and all the same Great. How many of you are able to see this? Okay, you can see. the advanced thing we're talking about. Look at it here. When you get there, you see the advanced side. When you open it, you see and or no. The same Boolean operators that we're talking about is the same thing that also applies for the data. So if you are right, a person who is knowledgeable about what we're saying, you will be able to make effective use of the Boolean operator. The same thing with the proper dissertation, and this is global. You also see the advanced word there. Advanced side, you see and or no, the same thing. You use the same thing to say that in each of these, you actually indicate whether you want the keyword to be the title or whatever. Finally, there are academic search engines that are out there, and you know some of them. The first one is Google Scholar. On Google Scholar, you don't always see full text. But the way to indicate to Google Scholar that you want full text is to use what? #PDF, and you get the full text. Okay? Baba. Go back now. And please can you clap for him? I lost him to sleep. He was already on the other side, but he told me that he's back now. All right, thank you very much for coming back. All right, Space is another one. Go to this site, you will see there are more than 8,000 content providers, academic papers. The next one, Scholar, you don't always see full text. But the way to indicate to Google Scholar that one full text is to use what? Okay? This is something which I'm about to very fascinating. This site has over 25 million research and scholarly documents. Some of them dated back to 18th century. So we are doing historical research. You will discover some information about Nigeria. So if you are doing this site, you will see there are more than 8,000 content providers, scholar, academics, and the scholar, you always see that this site has been so the way to indicate to Google Scholar that one full text is to use what? Google Scholar is something which just the type of exactly you are looking for. We're looking to research bring the scholarly documents. Some of them dated back to 18th century. So we are doing historical research. Even now, some information about so if you are doing that, you will see there are more than 8,000 content scholars, academics, that is the site the way to indicate to Google that one full text is to use what? Google Scholar is something which just the type of exactly you are looking for. We're looking to research bring the scholarly documents. Some of them dated back to 18th century. So we are doing historical research. Even now, some information about so if you are doing this, you will see there are more than 8,000 scholars, academics, that is the site the way to indicate to Google that one we're looking to research bring the some of them dated back to 18th century. So we are doing
We have Chrome, sir. I want to know maybe that Chrome is it under Google?
Chrome.
Yes.
Which Chrome?
We have Google Chrome.
Now the question is, Google Chrome, do we have as is it the same as the is it under Google? Yes, I want me to understand the question.
No, he's asking whether Chrome is under what? Under Google. How can Chrome be under Google? Chrome is on its own.
Okay, so Chrome is on its own. So Google Chrome is on its own. Okay. Yes, any other question, please let me give you because he has a question. Any other question, quickly? Yes.
Next, no.
It's working.
So I want to add that Google Talk, can we find it on Google, or is there another application?
Google what?
Google Talk, can we find it on Google, or is it another website?
There is a link, yes. There's a link for that. There's a link for that. So please give me the
Under the academic and research resources, does it cut across all this?
As you note under academic, that's a very good question. So please clap for her. There are some that are indicated there. There are some that are dedicated to certain, like there's a particular one for economics, but there are some, majority of them are general. For your own information field, the first few that I listed are for all of you. Okay? I'm trying to see if I can log in from my, so that, because that's the way I will know whether you actually got this or not. Yes, any other one? I want 5 more before we start. Very quickly. Which one? Is it because the HOD is gender? Because the men are not doing anything here.
Thank you very much. You said part of the basic steps of searching. Part of the basic steps of searching online. You said we should search from a reliable source. So I want to ask that, how are we going to know the sources that are reliable so as not to get a wrong answer to our questions?
All right, thank you very much. You remember the story I told you of the guard? The guard. the guard told you at the gate, there's Valentine yesterday, no school. Lecture free day. So the source, so when you are on Google, you indicate to Google the source by using site colon. So if what you are looking for has to do with government, let me tell you another story. Let's assume as you are coming, you discover that the governor's convoy was coming, and as the governor's convoy was coming, that convoy knocked a boy down, bah, and the boy died. And you were there. Now, you know the media people also, journalists, they follow the governor, isn't it? And before you know it, the news came out and the news said governor's convoy was going on its own when this young boy ran into the convoy and the boy was killed. And the next soundbite you get from the Commissioner for Information is that we feel so bad that this happened and we commiserate with the family. So unfortunate, the boy just ran into it and it was a painful thing, very painful loss. And the governor himself will pay a personal visit to the family of, and at the end of the day, was that the truth? No. It was a lie. But if you want to know the government position, that is the government position. So if you are researching and you want to write government position about the matter, you indicate to Google sites that are government-oriented. That's where you can extract such information. Or if you are dealing with the media must quote the commissioner or show by soundbite exactly what the governor or the governor said. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? So that's the way, you see, if you don't take time to think, you will not be able to know what to use. But you have to first of all familiarize yourself very well with all these advanced operators. Quickly, three more questions. Please give those to the last question. Right, so this is coming up. So in getting set for the quiz, please go on your phone and type menti.com and put in that code 11965578. The best person will get a mug, a bag, and 2 biros. This part, you are going to do it on your phone. So the best person, and those who are watching via this platform also, you can also be part of it. Just go straight to menti.com 11965578. Any other question? Sorry? Wait. They've changed the code to 119955 instead of 96. It's 99. 99. I'll wait for you. So everybody will have it there first. Make sure you log in first. Very easy. Very easy. As the lecturers can participate on the project. All right. These are for you. Menti does not require password. Menti.com. Menti.com 1199. If you know your internet access is not fast, that was why I was asking you. You remember? If you have told me the internet is poor here, possibly I would have use another. But now, Has anybody been able to get it?
One.
Oh, 6 people are in already.
1196. 1199. Sorry. 1199. 1199. 55. 5678.
6 people are in. Yes, any other question? Yes, go ahead. Please, hello. Yes.
One 199 5578.
Every one of them has a way of representing all these advancements. So the first thing you find out is what are these, and then you learn how to use them. Please, sir. One more person at the back. 2 more questions. How many people are on? Now we have 15. Tell the right number 15. Any other person? Go to many.com.
I've already tried to code for them. What should I code for them? Because 1199 5578. And they should to make it.
Please. This is a game. So if you don't,
I'll show you further.
and that's the end of the story. Now we have 22, 23, 24, no, 23, still 23. And we wait till we get to 25 and then we start. And it is fastest finger form. Please don't make noise, please.
1199. 1199. Code 1199.
1 minute more. Hello, HOD, please enter me. Okay, we have 26 already, so we go ahead. All right, we're starting. You will see the screen will change. For those who can see, you will see the number of people that have already logged in here. All right, so we go right ahead.
this morning with the Minister of Affairs and of Ukraine. And my
Daniel, for now, let's see the lead. Victor has led everybody. The gap is so much. Followed by Daniel, followed by Sanusi. Oladopo is last now. Massive failure. 30. For this session, Sophia, no, it was Fatima Aziz. Assis is the winner. So Assis, Victor. Where is Victor? Hey! This section was designed for one students, including PhD students. Where we met, where did we meet? Bangkok University. Where I gave the same lecture, it was for postgraduate students and the same content. So if he this bag is so big and very powerful, double size. The next winner, so we can go. The next winner is Daniel. We're giving him HOD. I suspect that. You must be having him all this while. When I feel we have this storm, what is your name? Okay, so we sort that one out, and then a Bible. We are not giving him the bag, so that we have a difference between first and second. Don't worry. All right, the next person is Sanusi. Ladies asking the question. We're not getting gift, it's men. What is wrong? So we're giving him this part. And then they will give you the t-shirt. So whichever t-shirt, they will give it to you. And then one more. Because we should have stopped at this, but I saw the next person is the video. Fatima. So we are giving her this big red bag and a red pen. That's okay. You have pen already. So what do you want? You will be equal to the other person. Okay, please give it the right side. Because more is very important. Now, I will go one more. If only is a female. Who is Azela? So this time around, you get a t-shirt and 2 biros. Please give her the size.